hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer.
What is going on, entertainers? So time comes out with another video. Okay, welcome to Everyone Entertains. If you are new to the channel, this is where we cover other shows outside of the Ratchet networks. We cover over there at Everyone Entertainment. So if you like your Bravos, your MTVs, your VH1s, Hulu, Paramount Plus, all that, this is where you would come to watch. Okay, we talking Real Housewives of Atlanta, episode 4, I believe. Now the episode starts off with Kelly going to Pinky's vegan spot. Now, Kelly's a little fake. And from this episode, I feel like they're trying to like either phase her out, because anytime when it comes to her, there's less importance when it comes to her storyline. I'm noticing so far, everybody else's storyline is kind of grand except for hers. She seems like a friend of. Now it kind of makes sense watching the season back as to why they were deciding if she was going to be a friend of or a full-time housewife, right? So, and the reason why I say she fake is because from this episode, we saw that she was the one that said that Pinky eat meat. Now, Phaedra said that Pinky had a rib spot, which this how I feel. If you have a rib joint, right, you have to be able to sample the ribs. It's pork. No shade. You feel me? So it's just like, you can't tell me you have a whole rib joint, but you didn't eat the ribs. You're not going to sample the product you putting out. It doesn't really make sense to me. So this is why I believe she did eat meat, okay? And it wasn't her husband's meat, all right? Now, they start catching up on everything. And Kelly's so funny, too. She's like, how long you been vegan? You know how she talked. Also, Kelly, please, 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 please. Before y'all get casted on these shows, this is why I feel like I'm going to be a producer of a network. This is why I need to be like a network producer one day, because Kelly, when she does that whole thing where like she grabs the drink, sips it, and then throws a little shade, it's so cringe. It's very cringe, actually. She needs to stop doing that. I don't know why she does that. It's very, very cringe. Okay. Yes, it's very, 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 very cringe. And this is why I want to low-key be a producer for one of these networks, because it's like they need what I would call confessional training. Okay. Now, of course, we want the girls to be themselves, but it's like, don't overdo it and try to be, you know, some you not. Like Kelly, you don't be, I don't know. And let me know how y'all feel about that. So they start talking about the vegan history and all that. And Pinky is mad at Phaedra because she's thinking Phaedra is the one who actually says she eats meat, but she only said the thing about the vegan. She only said the thing about the rib joint. So then we end up talking about the whole bankruptcy thing. Kelly said what we're all thinking. How do you have a whole rich man like that and you're not telling him about your financial problems and that you're filing for bankruptcy, but you tell everybody else and their mama, but you did not tell her? That to me was a little confusing. So a lot of people would be praying, like Kelly and I, okay, for a rich man to drop in their lap that actually loves them and, you know, would help facilitate with things. So I feel like she's taking it a little bit for granted, and she may end up regretting that because he may resent her for that. They then talk about bankruptcy, and Kelly says she too may file for bankruptcy. I said, ooh. It's like a bankruptcy party. You know what I'm saying? The Beverly Hills girlies be probably looking at these franchises with their noses tooted up. They probably don't even know what bankruptcy is, child. Next thing you know, we end up seeing Portia meet with her man. Portia, how could you pursue a relationship and you did not know the deal breaker of children and having children? Y'all and that dude and her were never going to last. Straight up. That man is young, even though he's bald. I love me a bald nigga though, no shade. Even though he's bald, that nigga still want kids. If you cannot provide that and you're not wanting that, how did y'all think y'all was going to last ever? Straight up. That too was kind of dumb, that scene, because it was just like, this isn't something y'all talked about. You got this man all up in your house like this. Like, what? So clearly this is your F buddy Portia. And ain't nobody judging you for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody in their lifetime has had a screw buddy here and there. Okay. You even said it. You like his big pecs on your chest. and all these type things. So, that's really what it gives to me. It's the F buddy. All right. So Portia says that she is selling her home, and she's selling her home and getting offers on it, and not the one she's living in from Simon. It's the other one she bought. Y'all remember the one with the small mat? That one. She's selling it, and she's getting offers and stuff on it. So she's kind of sad though, because she thought that her daughter was gonna grow old in that house, and that she was gonna be able to give her mom that house or whatever. Next thing you know, we see K Michelle get ready for an event or whatever, and we see Pound Cake. Shout out to Pound Cake, right, y'all. He's a makeup artist. He in a Femi salon, and he was on the Mint. But she's getting ready or whatever. She brings up Portia and Phaedra. It basically says she got to be careful with the both of them, because both of them got both of them got a little slickness to them. I said, oh, but if you look at the press interviews that Kim Michelle's doing now, she says the person she likes the most and closest to her, something like that, is Phaedra or something to that effect. And I'm like, really? We'll see how that works out. Okay. Then Phaedra, Portia, and Angela go like bike exercising together. And I've always wanted to go bike exercising, by the way. And what I mean by that is literally what they did, where you have like the teacher, and then you get like the not mechanical bikes, but the electronic bikes, and they make you go one. You feel me? Like, I always wanted to do one of those, to be honest. But the man looked like he was killing them, because he did a warm up that did not even look like no warm up. That looked like the whole freaking set. Okay, y'all. If y'all don't know, I ended up getting a trainer for a show I was supposed to be on, because I wanted to lose weight or whatever. That's why y'all see like me on camera. I look like I lost a little bit of weight, because I ended up getting a trainer and all that. My last month is in May or whatever. And y'all, when it come to leg day, baby, I feel like he hates me. I'm like, are you trying to like unalive me in the gym right now? Like, whew, that cardio and leg day is like, it's killer. I ain't gonna lie to you, right? So they both, all three, sit down. Angela, it says her confessional, she's forgiven, but she's not forgetting. But I feel like she still has a grudge against Phaedra. She's just playing nice because she doesn't want the storyline to drag along, and the audience kind of gets irritated by her, which makes sense. Okay. Then they start talking about Pinky's charity event and how she wanted everything vegan. Okay. In the word of Drewski, organic. Everything organic. Organic chips. Okay. Pinky wanted everything organic. And y'all know anything organic or vegan, it costs plenty. Oh, when I tell you so much money, it costs so much money. So Portia of them was complaining because they're like, what the hell? Like, we didn't want, you feel me, all this stuff. We didn't want to spend all this money on stuff. Like, we might as well just give you the money or something and donate, because we got to buy all this stuff and boop, bop, bop, whatever. And then we find out that Phaedra uh, knows about Pinky being told that she's the one spreading around telling people that she eat meat. And Phaedra feels like she has bigger fish to fry because of all the bankruptcy stuff that she's going through in the media. Which I'm like this. I don't like when a new girl comes around and they go through similar things and they want to like start throwing dust on their name. Because let's be honest, Phaedra, you lucky Apollo went to jail for the time that he did. And low-key, in my opinion, allegedly, I low-key feel like you were aware of certain things. No shade. You get what I'm saying? So please don't act brand new as if you like never were close to any financial type of woes. Because you have been close to financial type of woes. So that's the stuff I don't like. It's the when the girls get to acting fresh. Sort of like Erica on Beverly Hills. She's acting brand new and fresh as if she's never been in through any like financial crisis, or like she got all the money in the world or something like that when she talking about Dorit. Okay. So that's the thing I don't like when it comes to Phaedra or whatever. But she's throwing shots at her. She like, oh, she ain't be worried about, she has bigger fish to fry and all that. So they sort of laughing and kicking about that. Then we get to Pinky's event. Okay. Now this is the event that Tammy Rivera was on. So everybody thought that Tammy Rivera was joining the cast. So clearly she's not even going to be shown on the show whatsoever. Because this was the scene I remember everybody was taking videos and pictures of her there talking to the girls. Do I want Tammy on there? No. Something about her irritates me. You know what? And y'all, some of y'all may think, oh, it's because she got into it, the trans girl. No, it has nothing to do with anything gay or nothing like that. You wanna know what annoyed me about her? If y'all watch, there's a show. It's either on Peacock or Paramount Plus. It's called Eat, Pray, Love. And it was like her, Eva, and this other girl, and it was like 4 girls, 3 to 4 girls, and they went on to like Thailand or some excursion. She got on my nerves so bad because she was just doing the most. Like, oh, that irritated the living crap out of me watching that show. I'm like, I do not like this lady. Something is no. So no, please don't put her on there. Please don't do it. Okay. And I just feel like too much love and hip hop is just too much. Like K is enough. K is enough. And put Johnson on Miami. But that's about it. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, no. It's something to be said about somebody who's like going through something and still able to help other people. So for that, Pinky's always gonna get my respect because it was very charitable. The people that she was giving to, they even had one woman, she took in this 8-year-old and adopted them instead of leaving them going through the system. So like it's just like little stuff like that. It's just like you could look at a person a little bit different because especially when you're going through some, I don't be thinking of everybody, no shade. Like I got some years to get to that level, but I ain't there yet, babe. Okay. Next thing you know, all the cast stars coming in. Portia comes in with Phaedra and she hugs Kelly's assistant and ignores Kelly. My whole thing is you could have just ignored them all together. How you gonna hug the assistant? You get what I'm saying? Like, bitch, what? So after that happened, they all kind of start crowding around. And Portia's like, oh, let me get some food, let me get some food, let me get some food, or whatever. And they bring up the meat situation. We find out that Phaedra says, oh no, you lied on me. Shamia, you lied. I never said she ate meat. If you say somebody's serving meat, once again, like I said from the beginning of the video, you gotta taste whatever you serving. I don't know what chef or business owner that owns any food place that is not trying their product. No shade. Because if you're not trying to, how you know how it tastes? And I don't trust to eat it if you're not gonna eat it. So at one point she was eating meat. Like I don't get what's the big deal. Okay, Peter gonna be okay as long as you're not wearing the meat, you're not eating the meat currently, you're not selling the meat currently. Who cares what you were doing back then? You get what I'm saying? So although she did not say the word eat, you said serve. Same thing, in my opinion. Especially her owning the restaurant. So Phaedra, it's another low key of a lie that you get caught up in, but that's per Phaedra. You get what I'm saying? The Maury segment thing was a little corny. I'm not gonna lie. It was very corny. So Phaedra also brings up Shamia talking about her kid. Now I will say this: Shamia was dead ass wrong for that. I don't care what nobody say. You don't know why she was dead ass wrong? She, to me, could have said something nice about both of them. Like both of them, I believe, are fantastic mothers. For you to single out Cynthia being a fantastic mother and not say anything about Phaedra, you're in a roundabout way saying Phaedra's not a good mom. I don't care how you want to put it, how you want to mix it. That's how I got it. That's how I received it. No shade. So I feel like she was dead ass wrong for that. And she knew exactly what she was doing. So I get why Phaedra felt that way against her because that was super shady. Like, if we go keep it a buck, that was very shady the way that she said that. Very shady. They started arguing. Pinky's like, not at my food place of business. This is my business. Listen, Pinky, you gotta know how these shows go, babes. This is the time to have these fights at events. Sorry, Buka, but I know it's a charitable event and all of these things, but it's just like, girl, like, if we can't do it in private dinners and all that, we gonna have to do it at events. These are how these reality shows go. So plus, if something happens, it's gonna bring more light to your scene. So it's just like it'll be more beneficial for you and your business, boo. Like you got to think about it like that from a messy angle instead of trying to be all wholesome. This ain't a wholesome type of show. There's Family Feud for that. So at the end of the episode, Pinky finally tells fucking her husband that she's filing for bankruptcy, and immediately he was saying he wants to give it to her. I get Pinky's point of not wanting to have him give her the money. That I understand. Because I'm like Pinky. We have a problem. Like, I know her personality type so hard. That's why I resonate with her. we have the problem of wanting to do everything for ourselves. We don't like asking people for help. Like, when have y'all ever seen me in my channel ask y'all for cash out? I may have it on the screen and all that, but I'm just not a begging, asking type of person because like I'm gonna get it on my own type shit. Like I've been like that since I was like a fucking teenager. I didn't even like asking my parents for shit when I was a kid. Like it's something that like was in my brain since I was little. So it's like it's hard to grow out of that. So I get it 100%. I almost got teary-eyed watching it low key because I'm like, bitch, I get it, I get it, I get it. But I do feel like she should have still told her husband, but then told her husband like, hey, I'm gonna do this, but I don't want you. I don't want your money. You get what I'm saying? Like, tell him straight away, like, I don't want you to give me any of the money, but I just want you to know so that way you don't find out through the media because you are a public figure, Pinky. So it's like you can't be doing stuff like that and then have your husband find out on the internet. That is where that's a little effed up, and that's not a true marriage if you cannot rely on that person. You get what I'm saying? And that was pretty much the episode, you guys. Let me know what y'all think down below. Once again, I'm really enjoying this season, y'all. K Michelle was cursing out these people. We're gonna talk about that Evan Entertainment. Let me know what y'all think. We are babies.